Ba, 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 ba.
Okay. While we're sitting here for a minute, I'm putting your live back in. Okay. It should work now. How you doing, Scarlett?
All right, look. Hold on, is he texting me? Let me see. That's funny. Hey, real quick, we got like 1 minute before the stream starts. So while everybody's here, I just want to kind of make sure everybody knows about the transition. So basically, I'm changing everything on my kick to be named instead of ToGX straps, it'll be mixed by Q, and it's more so to support what I do on the side. Basically, I do mixing, mastering, and music production, but also game. So it's going to be a channel with gaming and basically mixing music, just music in general, making music. So what up, Coca-Cola? So you guys might see my name or the name change to Mix by Q. I left it in here in the Discord just so everybody can still know it's me, but it'll change after today. And I'm still kind
Yep,
of
I got
going
yours
through.
in.
Appreciate it, Jen. Yeah, I'm just kind of rebranding, making my logo. I bought like I went to this guy in Miami, Florida last night to get a custom desk built for my studio. He does studio desk for like major like engineers,
Let's
music engineers.
go.
Yeah, so he's gonna basically build me a desk. He's gonna come up to Georgia and install it. It's gonna have my logo engraved on the sides. I'm bougie like that, y'all. Y'all gonna learn that about me.
Yeah, we already know you bougie.
Yeah, it's gonna be dope. It's gonna be real, real dope. I'm excited, but it'll give me a chance to basically set up my streaming setup once that desk is in. In the meantime, I'm just gonna be over here chilling, uh, gaming over here. But once that desk is in, y'all can expect to see a lot more content on like music creating. So that's gonna be fun. So that's just a little transition. And on that note, welcome to the TOGX podcast. Jen, who are
Yes,
our special guests
welcome
today?
everybody. That would be Jim, not them.
Mm,
Yo, yo, what up?
So,
that's awesome. What's going on, Fallen? How's it going?
Same old, different day.
Yeah, I hear that. Yeah, so let's get to it, y'all.
yeah,
Let's get
yeah.
into the podcast and the subject. So the subject for this week is AI agents, all right, and how can streamers benefit from them? So first and foremost, what the hell is an AI agent? I mean, I know what it is, but do y'all know?
Nope.
All right,
That's some
all right,
computer
perfect.
shit, bro.
How, yeah, it is. So okay. So a little bit of background about me. I retired 20 years in the Air Force, but my job in the Air Force was IT, network infrastructure, and cyber. So I'm very, very techy, and I'm a leverage all of that into what I do. So and thankfully I got people that are putting me on like the streaming way of life, like Jen and Extreme. That basically give me the extra plugins. As soon as I get locked into how we do this, I'm gonna get locked in with all my IT shit and integrate all that. You said you can't hear me, Extreme?
Who?
Host can't hear you? Really? Can y'all not hear me on the live? Let me see.
Hold on.
Hey, yo. Appreciate that follow. Appreciate that follow.
Let me see. Let me see. All right, give me a sec. I think I know what the problem is. Let me
We'll get
uh
that techie brain going there, Straps.
mic check, mic check, mic check. All right. Make sure y'all can hear me. Can you hear me now? Extreme, extreme, extreme. You see, I gotta unmute my yo. Okay, I
It's
mean, I can
it's
hear myself.
yeah, it's not deafened.
Okay. Yeah, he's saying he can't hear me on my stream. Can somebody else confirm that they can hear me before I keep going
Yeah, hold on.
on the stream, not in the Discord, but in the stream?
Yeah, I can hear you in stream.
All right, cool. All right. Extreme, you gonna let me you gonna I had other priorities this week, but I do got ToG fam on the top left. All right, I love you though. All right, so let's kind of this guy. All right, no worries. All right, so extreme. He can obviously hear me now because he's
Yeah,
like talking to me saying no excuses. So I
yeah,
think my
yeah,
stream is fixed. Everything is
yeah. I
golden.
can
All
hear
right,
you. I pulled it
so
up on
we're
my
gonna
phone. You should be
backtrack a little
good.
bit because they could not hear me. So we're gonna go back and we were starting about basically this week's podcast is entitled AI Agents and How Can It Benefit Streamers? And then I kind of asked around the room and I was gonna ask the chat, do you guys know what an AI agent is? Everybody in the Discord said they don't. But and then somebody said it's some tech shit, which it is. So anybody in the stream in the Discord and Kick, do y'all know what that is? Okay. Yeah. So yeah. So basically, you could think of an AI agent as like a personal assistant that's automated. And there's so many different things you can do. So like anything that you might have like any like tasks that you might perform on a daily basis as a streamer or really anything, it doesn't really just have to be streaming, you can automate that, right? But what's dope about it is that you can also integrate AI models like chat gpt, grok, all types of different models to basically leverage their intelligence into your stream. So if you automate a task and somebody like talks in your Discord or somebody talks in your Kick, you can automate that process, and then basically it'll come in as an input into an AI agent platform. Like, oh hey, I detected that somebody spoke, and then it's going to use its intelligent self to say, hey, well, now that I know that it spoke, I'm programmed to respond back. And so correct, exactly, exactly. Now, if you wanted to, and I wanted to get into that too because there's a lot of tools out there already for like Kick and streamers already like doing those things. But you could probably, I'm gonna give y'all some gems because there's a way to do a lot for free if you can set it up yourself. But yeah, so basically, an AI agent uh is your personal assistant, and you could just about do anything. And so, with that being said, I kind of want to share my screen to one of the AI agent platforms called N8N. All right, here we go. And I'm gonna shift it to Chrome. Let's see.
I've got it up on my stream as well, Straps.
All right, I got you. Yep, I'm gonna change my. There we go. All right, so everybody should start seeing the platform. You guys should see my screen over here. Yep. All right, so basically, I'm gonna go back to Discord over here because it looks better. Cool. And full screen. There we go. So this is NAN. You can get this for free for 14 days, and you get what's called workflow transactions, if you will. So basically, what you can do with this is you can look for triggers like Discord or things for like Twitter or X. And you can do things. I'm not sure if you can see that. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go back to full screen on my Chrome because there we go. Yeah, you can basically use like things like this to develop a step. So you have an input trigger manually, and then you can put in like hey, when somebody talks on my Discord, let's see, get a message. So you can get a message. You'll have to set up your API credentials to uh, basically lock in or sync your Discord. And if you're the owner of that Discord, you should be able to do that with no issues. You could then talk. You can go in there and add in a chat model, like a AI model. So you can add an AI agent. I'm not going to go through and like explain everything, but because I don't know everything about this, but I'm just telling you like this is what you can do. Um, like if you have a Discord community and you're a streamer, you can uh basically set up triggers to get a message, and then you can tell. You see how there's a chat model here. There's so many different types of chat models you can use. There's Grok, there's OpenAI, Olama. Olama is the free version of an AI instance that you can deploy in your home. So if you don't want your kids using ChatGPT, you can deploy a in your home server of Llama as an AI agent, and you can basically lock it down to where your kids to how your kids use it. It's crazy. But let me get back to streaming. So basically, you can choose one of these free models. You can give it a memory. So like, imagine an AI agent in your community starting to learn your community's names, and then start. Yeah, that's crazy. And yeah, and then also use like, okay, you can based on what type of database you have set up for memory, you can basically like retain up to like 6 months, a year, or infinite information. Just depends on how much storage you have. But you can tell it to learn and store different information about each and every one of you guys in this Discord. So it'll start analyzing how you talk. It's crazy. It's there's so much you can do with this. What I'm saying is that an AI agent platform like NAN, you can do all types of like workflow automations. Um, when you go live, you could actually set this up to listen to one of your channels in your Discord. So like we already have a yeah, you can we have a channel called what is it called? You go live. You're like where somebody's going live, and it'll detect that. When it gets that input, you could tell it to automate and post on X on your or TikTok and auto post for you like, "Hey, I just went live. Go follow me here." And you could just have this running in the background. You don't even got to worry about it. It's once you set it up, it's hands off. It's crazy. So these are called AI agents, and this is an AI agent platform. So when we talk about what AI agents can do for you as a streamer, just think about it like I said, as your personal assistant. So I'm gonna backtrack a little bit, and I'm gonna go into uh, some some topics. So obviously, AI agents and benefit streamers with content creation and engagement. So more so the engagement, you could actually have it like if it talks to if it listens to people in your channels, you could have it generate images and like memes in real time. It's crazy. Um, obviously, it generates growth for you as a streamer because you have like automated engagement, and you could even make that you can make your AI agent be ghetto, you can make it be Asian, you can make it be Chinese, you could make it be a country American, you can whatever. you can give it that personality in your chat, and people will learn to love it. It's crazy. Yep. Um. So this is N and then the number 8 N. Yep. Just type in N8N in your Google, and then just set up a free account for 14 days. Now the other thing is, well, I'll talk about that in a second. Let me go back here. Yeah, it's crazy, man. So let's look into like some questions based on what you just saw. If you had an AI assistant during your stream, what is one of the things you'd wanted to do for you as like a viewer? So let's go around the room. We'll start with Jen.
What's up?
So we're gonna go around the room real quick. Based on what I just showed, if you had an AI assistant or agent during your stream, what would be one of the first things you wanted to do as a viewer?
Test it.
Say it again.
Honestly, I would rather. The first thing I would do as a viewer is I wanted to test out and see how it works
Hmm.
because you never know if it's going to work for you if you don't test it.
Yep.
Because some things that work for some people aren't going to work for others. And the only way to find that out is to test it yourself and see how it works and see how you want to integrate it into Discord, like you said, or your stream, or your YouTube content or your TikTok content. I mean, there's so many things that can be done with it. You just have to shape it around what you want it to be.
Exactly. Yeah, it takes a lot of tweaking, and the good thing
And the
is
more you
like,
mess with it and the more you have fun with it, the easier it's going to be.
yep.
It's just kind of like Lumia. You have to mess around with it because it looks so complicated from the outside.
Hmm.
But once you're shown the basics, it's boom, and
Yep.
you can get it. Sometimes, especially with this, there may be certain things that you have to do differently, unlike Lumia, where it's pretty much the same all over. It's repetitive. But there may be some things that are different within this AI program that you have to get help with to learn to integrate within it because you're like you said, you don't know what you're going to use it for yet. Say you want it for Discord and Kick. There's a lot more things to integrate for viewers and things from Kick versus in your Discord. It just depends on how many people are in there, what your community likes. It really just depends. You have to build it around you. And that's the cool thing about what you're teaching us. Because this, I have no clue what this is, so I am listening because this would be this would be really, really cool to try to integrate, not only into the TOG Discord, but also into everybody's stream
Yep.
to really see how they would work and how you would want to customize it to fit you.
Yeah, if I kind of elaborating on what you said, integrating with Kick, like I would want it to kind of do the legwork on pinning up people, and like
Hmm.
going into every chat and interacting with it for me.
Right.
Yeah, like,
That
you
would
know,
be nice because then that would take time to give back to you pretty much to have
yep,
it go into people's streams that you're in, and put a personalized message instead of an emote.
Yeah, but I
yep.
mean, in a sense though, it's like a double-edged sword, right? So if you see like,
True.
so like this is just me, my opinion, and like I like what it does because like I'm still gonna refresh your page, but like me personally, I feel like you just having that bot type in your message, like God for like let's just say, right? I'm looking at your stream and you're literally in the middle of a video game and your hands are on your controller. And I get a message on my jaw and I'm like, did this dude just bot me? Then I'm thinking like I just got botted, right? And then I'm not saying like not even saying like that's a bad thing. Like I get
He's
that
not
because
wrong.
you're not the first person that have said something like that, but like in a sense it's like you know,
You're kind of up in the
let's
air with it.
but I'm not up in the air with it. I'm just gonna be like this. If you want the shit, you gotta work for it. You know what I'm saying? And like that's like a it's a good way to like help like with like certain people, but like me, I'm the type like I kind of do like I enjoy like as a streamer, you're gonna have to pop into the chat, right? And you're gonna have to be like, yo, let me let me actually chop it up in a bull's chat for like a little minute or two. You know what I mean? Like and like you got to take time in between your games. Like you have to put the work in. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're not gonna be successful. Guess what? Guess what, Straps? You ain't get all that studio equipment, right? By just you know what I mean? By not hustling and dogging for it. You know what I'm saying? You was in
Yeah.
that joint late nights. You know what I mean? Blood, sweat, tears type thing. You know what I mean? Like criticizing your own work. It's like you know what I mean. And I'm not saying that like everybody's I'm not saying everybody here want to be the next, Kasanai or whatever whoever y'all favorite streamer is. Like, I'm not saying that that's mine. I'm just speaking in general. Like, I'm just saying it's like, everybody has a different goal, and I feel like the AI thing, like I said, it could be a double-edged sword. I get it. It's definitely like cool because it takes a little bit of pressure off of you, but also like it'll be like, yeah, remember you were in my chat last week, and it's like these AI things, like God forbid it says something crazy that you never said on there or something. You know what I mean? Like I get it, you can personalize a message, but like your shit could also get leaked too. Like you can get hacked, stuff like that, and it's like you can't put too much faith. Yeah, like you can't put too much faith in it. But like then again, it's like it's all really like an opinion thing, you know what I mean? Like me, I enjoy going into people's chats because like I actually start to like I look forward to seeing like when I go into we'll just say for example, I go into Extremes chat, right? I'll be like, damn bro, like you got another gray hair, you got one more gray hair since the last time I saw you. Like AI ain't gonna be typing shit like that. You know what I mean? And it's like at the end of the
That's the
day,
thing,
like
though. That's the thing. You
no, no,
you
no, no,
could.
no.
You
I know
can.
I'm saying though, it's like you know what I mean? It'll be like, yo, like anybody can hop in the chat and be like, yo,
Yeah.
exactly. No, no, no.
Yeah.
I mean, and like I said, it's community, man. You gotta build it, and the community's it's gotta help you, or you gotta base yourself around the people that are gonna help you get to where you want to get as well. You know what I'm saying? And it's like,
Yeah.
and like I
So
and,
the,
I- and like I said, like it's hard, bro. Like I have a laptop, so I have two monitors right here. I don't tab nothing on my computer because it's gonna make it run crazy slow. I got a laptop off to the side where I put up, and I could show you my shit right now. I got like 50 tabs open, and I'm in the chats tapping, and I have everybody on there. That's literally all this thing's used for. The laptop's so mangled and old, I can't even unplug the charger because it'll just turn off. But that's besides the
I
point.
feel that.
That's
I
besides the
feel
point. But like I said, I just yeah. But like I said, I just feel like, like as y'all like say, like I know you can edit it to say whatever and like personalize the messages, but it's like at the end of the day, it's like, it'll be like, yo, like, because sometimes when you pop in someone's chat, they'll be like, yo, did you hear about this? And it's like, then you're thinking about it and you're like, damn, like my AI heard about it. I ain't hear about it. You know what I mean? But it's like, you know what I mean? Like me personally, like I feel like I get enjoyment out of popping in these streams and talk. Like I ain't gonna lie, I talk shit. I'm in there talking shit to everybody every time I'm in their thing. Like, you know
Oh,
what I mean? So like,
let me reel it back because what you're saying. So what I got from all this is basically, and it was kind of cool because one of my second question was like, do you think AI agents make stream feel more fun, or do you think it takes away from the personal like organic touch? And the general consensus is what everybody's saying, because that was a good segue question. Everybody was just saying, hey, I don't know about the organic and the authenticity of a streamer vibe that I'm going to get using an AI agent, which is dope. So what I think is, if you were to use it, it would be more for monotonous tasks not to engage, but to automate monotonous tasks.
Yeah, no, no, no,
But you
and I
do
get what you're
have the
saying on that.
choice to be able to do it that way.
Mm-hmm.
So you do have a choice whether you want to use it in that way or if you don't. Like
Right.
Jim was saying, like you have that choice. If you want to be original, then just keep it the way you are, But if if you have a very large chat or whatever, and things like that, and you feel like it's going to be best for you in your stream, then that's your choice to use it or not. It's just the idea behind it is really neat.
Yep.
I
So
like I like your idea though. I do like your idea because it takes off of like the annoyingness, like because like at the end of the day though, it's like this. It's like it goes back to what Jen was saying. Like you could show me how you make $1 million, but it might not work for me. You know what I'm
right.
Yep.
saying? And that's where I'm at with this. It's like personally, I enjoy it, and like I feel like when I was pushing hard when I first started, like obviously when everybody first started, everybody's goal is to be like, I want to be the best, I want to be this at the third, but it's like, you know, life starts happening, life starts lifing, and then you sit there and say to yourself, like, you know what? Maybe like, I gotta take a little chill pill for like 2 weeks. You know what I mean? Like I'll be streaming hard. Like I'll put like 4 12-hour streams in. It's damn near a work week, right? In streaming. And then I'll disappear for like 2 weeks because I have to lock in on what's really important. What's really important being the kids, being bills, being all that, you know what I mean? Keeping up on my actual clients, people that are really paying my bills. And then I'll try to keep up on my Discord, and because that's really where that's really what helped me build a community ultimately the most, my opinion, is Discord. So like in all reality, I feel like it's like one of them things, like if you build it they'll come. You have to build a strong family through all that. And I forget exactly who it is, and I know it'll come to me throughout this chat, but somebody kept, no, matter of fact, I will say it was Ayo Barnesy. He kept saying Discord, 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 and I kept hearing it, and I didn't have a Discord at the time. This is like a year or two ago. And then one day I was just like, all right, I'm not going to work today. I locked in, bro. I created all my channels. Right. I was
This
like, yo, I created all my channels on Discord, and I was doing all of this because I caught a crazy following out of nowhere, and like I hit over 1K like in like a short period of time. So I'm like, damn, like this is really doing my thing. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, within like 4 months, 5 months, and everybody's, and then, but you know what I was doing more than anything? I was doing stuff like this. Right. This is what's gonna get you popping, right? Because guess what? I'm gonna look for the next time somebody having a little podcast. I'm gonna be like, yo, can I slide in there? I don't even gotta be like on here like that. You know what I mean? Like I'll be just in the chat or whatever. You know what I mean? Like it ain't gotta be like that. Like me, it's about reaching out to people. Like reaching out to all different types of like people that play different games as well. Obviously, you wanna, yeah, and you also want to reach out to the people that are, in the sense of doing the thing, playing the games that you play. Hey, y'all share the same interests. Cause like I'm not gonna get on, and this ain't no diss to nobody. Like I'm not gonna get on and watch somebody farm. You know what I mean? For 12 hours. I mean, I'm burned out. Shit, I'm burned
right?
out just thinking about it. And you know what? That ain't and that, like I promise you, that ain't no diss to nobody. Like you get it how you live. Like nobody likes to see me going on all the time because they be like, yo, all he doing is playing COD. Guess what? I'm doing what I enjoy, and that's what it is. Like until this is starting to put bread in my pocket to the point where like all my shit's paid off, I'm in that castle, you know what I mean, with the moat around it, with the alligators and all that. Yeah, like then I'll start taking them opinions to be like, I'm gonna start tapping in with this, tapping in with that, but like, you know what I mean? But it is what it like. This is all what you're gonna make it, and I feel like you have to put out all the effort. AI is taking over just about everything. It isn't just the stream stuff; it's everything. So like, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, no. Yeah, that's
And
one of those things where
while I'm
go
on
ahead, Don.
subject,
Oh, go
Straps,
ahead, Jim. Sorry.
what kind of camera you got, bro? That joint's crispy. I ain't even gonna lie,
Like,
that joint's
yeah,
crispy.
he is
It's
Right. That's
bougie.
why yeah, he said I walked down the runway with that joint like, yo, you see?
so
Let
I
me
do got
tell
some
you,
lighting
he's
going on
bougie.
here.
He is bougie.
Nah, bro, that camera crispy.
It's a Sony Alpha 4.
Alpha 4, that
Yep.
joint crazy. I got a
Yeah.
A67. I got a Sony A6700 mirrorless. Bro, my
Yeah.
shit never looked crispy like that. Like that joint crispy. Like
Yeah, I mean the lighting. I have a ring light over here, and then obviously there's a light right here. Then I have the backlighting too to kind of give it that. You're supposed to have
yeah,
that backlight, in your stream to make it pop.
for sure.
Yeah. Um, Appreciate it though, man. Yeah, that was actually I went to my brother from another mother, not extreme. My
That would
my
be your sister.
Yeah, my sister's
Lies.
my sister's let's just say my stepbrother, I guess. My brother, no, stepbrother, whatever. My sister's husband, right? He does a lot of videography and he's the one that put me onto this specific camera, the mirrorless cam, and then told me the lens to buy too, which is pretty dope.
What kind of lens did you get? Did you get a Sigma 16?
It was a here, let me give you the exact. I got it's the Sony Alpha FE 35 millimeter f 1.4 GM full frame wide angle G Master.
See, that's that. No. That's that AI talk he's talking about. Uh, no,
So
that like I said, that shit's crispy, bro.
appreciate it, man. That's it's part of the whole thing that I'm trying to do with the music. I'm trying to have like 3 more cameras. Not as crispy as this one, but I mean clean though. But I want to set them up like over the new desk that I'm getting. That way you can kind of have like a whole bunch of angles of me like touching hardware, like analog hardware, mixing, mastering, producing, and I could just change my scenes. And I might even hire my son to do like the stream deck scene changes while I'm going live. It'd be kind of dope, and I'll pay him. Heck yeah, man. But anyway, or I'll just get an AI agent. Now I'm playing.
Yo, this man.
See, and
Bring it back, bring it back.
Right.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
He said the son's chopped liver now, bro. Now they got this AI shit going on. He chopped liver.
Yeah. So really, one of the things that AI agents does very well that I would consider not to take that doesn't really take away from the authenticity from a streamer would be marketing. So there are a lot of tools out there already, obviously that do they're paid services though. And so you can do like clip that and it'll automate. You can have it all set up and put your title on there, your logo. You say clip that and it'll go out there, take it, and you can either leave it as is or you can take that video and edit it some more. Some people just push out content after content after content after content by using software like that because they're like clip that and it automatically shoots it out to whatever social platform, YouTube, TikTok, and they're getting content out in an automated fashion. But that costs money, right? So how you can leverage NAN to do this? So the one that I showed y'all was a cloud-based version, and you have to pay a subscription, obviously, right? Because each trigger that happens in that workflow automation takes a what they call like a what do they call this? Let me exit out of here real quick. It's called a execution. So each execution costs money. With your subscription, you get a certain amount of executions you can have. So every time there's a trigger, then it takes one of the executions. If you reach your cap for the month, you either have to pay extra, or you ain't doing nothing. Then no more automation. So how can you bypass that? Well, you can deploy an on-premise version of this, meaning that you can take NAN and literally install it in your home as a virtual machine, and you can basically have unlimited executions. So that's just a little gem right there. You can look. correct, and you can deploy it as a like a virtual machine in your home.
Straps.
Yeah, yeah, and then
Scar
that
has a
way.
question.
Oh, what's up?
Scar asked if there was an app like that where you can say clip that and it does it.
So I probably need to research more. I mean, there's that one app that I saw earlier that I was gonna test out. I don't know, I don't remember the name of it, so that's not really gonna be helpful right now. But um, I forget the name of it because let me see if I can find it really quick. But basically, there's a
Link up with Straps in Discord.
yeah, just link up with me, man, because there was an app that does that that's outside of this.
Oh, he said there is an app.
Yeah, there is an app that does that.
So he
Um,
knows what the name of what is the name of it, Scar?
as soon as he says it, I'm gonna be like, yep, that's the one.
He's currently driving to get food, so
Yeah, now don't look for it while you driving, fam. Be safe, man. But yeah, but link up. Yeah, I mean, there is an app that does that. It just costs money, right? So like, if you know how to, what I'm saying is, if you're trying to like, you know, make it on a budget, you know what I'm saying, and you got like uh some time to research and try to get something like this installed, you basically
he
have
says
a
clip
workflow.
AI.
Nope, there's a different one that I saw. It wasn't that one though.
Yeah, he says clip AI, I believe.
Clip AI.
You better not have, Scar. Scar's over here talking shit. He's like, I cross searching for it. No. You better
Let
damn
me
it,
see if I can
Straps.
find this. Automate game stream.
Didn't Straps just say to be careful? And yet now you're
Okay,
telling us that you crashed searching for it?
so it's called Eclipse. That's the one I was talking about.
Yeah, you're talking about the joint that was like a lot of Twitch streamers. They put that out there, and they were talking
Yeah,
about it.
yeah,
Um,
but it costs money. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
It's
listen. It's called a convenience. It's a
mhm.
convenience.
So I'm gonna let Jen answer this question, but a lot of that, because she knows a lot of software already out there, a lot of websites that'll integrate with Kick, that she put me on that are not AI that basically automate a lot of things. The key about all of this is efficiency. So you want to use leverage all the tools you can to be efficient, but not take away from the organic feel of your stream, right? Yeah. It- it's yeah, so it's like it kind of came in my head. So like from a music background, everybody has heard of a stereo song. Like you listen to a song of music in stereo in your headphones, like you're listening to me and all of us in stereo. Well, in the music world, they have what's called Dolby Atmos now, where you can listen to a song that's mixed in surround sound, and you got things going crazy. If you go to like a theater in your car, like you got ad libs in the background going, you're going like full circle. It's crazy. It's a whole different experience. And so, but a lot of people in the music industry, except for Apple, haven't fully adopted it yet. And so, um, AI is there's a lot of suppression on it because of it takes away a lot of people's jobs that maybe aren't as competent as they should be, and then really the jobs that don't require a lot of competency are what AI is going to replace. But I don't think AI can. I mean, unless AI can game, but that's crazy. They uh
Now, straps.
Yeah,
I'm
it,
curious what kind of different programs that you can integrate into the AI that you're talking about, not
so as
just
long
the
as
Torque or
yeah,
Kick.
so as long as it has an API on the back end of the program, like I can tell you that
So,
X,
like Lumia does.
yeah, so Lumia, so X has API. Basically, if you guys don't know what APIs are, it's a back end authentication key that can help interact with the whatever different software. So like if I have NAN and I wanted to basically do stuff for me on X, I have to go into developer mode on X, sign in with my main account, and then create a API key. And then I can take that API key and integrate that into NAN, and it'll give it like full permission. It's like giving somebody your password
So
to
it's pretty much having you it's posting certain things for you.
correct. Yeah, so
So it
like
could post like a daily message, or now can
yeah,
it do like clips and videos and
you
sound
could you
bites
could
and
you could even do this. You can have it scan the people you follow and look for anything new, and you could have it share something and basically summarize it and add additional a thought process to it. Like there's so much you can do to it. It's crazy. You can tell it to what's it called? I don't scraping. It's called scraping. Basically you can scrape the internet for specific topics and concepts, go to X and be like, oh, this person posted about it. Let me add some additional um content to what he's trying to say. Let me add something extra to it to make it, more engaging. But there's things like that you can do. But yeah, like the whole API thing is what you do to integrate apps together to make them work with each other. So as long as something has,
and I
yeah,
mean, to
yeah,
be able to integrate things like that really honestly does take the pressure off of you. Say if you're a full-time content creator, yes. But if you're, say like Jim, if Jim is streaming, 8, 9, 10 hours, or if he's doing a subathon or he's doing something like that, this could
hmm,
take a little bit of that pressure off of you. I'm not saying use it all the time, but
yep,
in like those situations where that you're going to be spread extremely thin, to save your mental health while you're doing something to expand your content creation, you could have that on the back end helping you post certain things or do certain things on the platforms that you want it on. And that way you don't have to go to each individual one plus try to, do the main thing of what you're doing.
yep,
It's just it's taking that little bit of pressure off so you don't have to go do it yourself.
yep. So one limitation that everybody should know about is this is how they get paid. So they know about the APIs, they open it up for the public, but they cap you out at how much API calls you can do between software programs. So like if you're doing,
So
let's
it's
just say
kind of
they'll
like Lumia.
yeah, so like let's just say they cap you out. This is a made up number, not truthful at all. Let's just say they give you 1,000 API calls a day to interact between this software and this software. Once you reach that cap for the day, it doesn't work anymore. Unless you
Oh.
subscribe for more API calls. That's how they get paid. So
So you would
yeah,
pretty much have to be very picky on which ones you want on a daily basis to come
correct.
out to be able to stay within that threshold so it continues to work.
Yep, and you have to do what's called API throttling and rate limiting to ensure that it doesn't like do it so
Overload.
fast because it'll and you have to know what you're interacting with. You have to know that program's API limits, rate limits. So like if let's
There's
just say
Scar.
yeah, what up, Scar? Yeah, so if you have let's just say X has, I don't know, you can't do more than 5 in 10 seconds. You got to make sure that you're
Within that
interacting
threshold.
with only, yeah, you're within that threshold. Honestly, I would say one below that just to keep you from getting timed out, because
Mhm.
if you get timed out, then it'll time it out for like an hour.
Ooh.
So
So
you
then
kind
you're
of just want
losing
to
all that interaction for that
correct.
hour.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It just depends. It just depends. Each software has a timeout period that's whatever they deem
Scar?
really.
straps. Look at him. He is
What up? What
driving.
up? Yeah, man. I'll just be safe, bro.
Bro, we just told you to be safe. What are you doing? Bro,
Yeah.
you're in so much trouble.
So bottom line is, right? So bottom line is, like, as technology progresses, you're gonna want to know how to do some of this shit. Because it'll give you that competitive edge over other people. So you think they're not using it? Come on now. Mhm. Yep.
and I'm and I'm
Yep.
pretty
For
sure,
example,
some of the
AI
big
has been
time.
taken over because even graphic designers, not everybody's using softwares like ChatGPT to make their logo. Instead of paying somebody now,
Mm-hmm.
like we used to.
Yeah,
I see that.
my neighbor down the street, he did if you're from Georgia or around the area, or do anybody know about like Cox Communications, or heard of it?
I've
So
heard of them.
yeah, so my neighbor down the street, he worked for Cox Communications. He did their animation videos, and he got let go because they're basically they deployed an on-premises in the Cox, an on-premises AI animator, basically, and it took over their
So
jobs.
pretty much, yeah, just took over their jobs.
Hmm. Yeah.
True, but at the same time, like I see like those big streamers that they would like to use them because, I see what you were saying about, the mods and having all their jobs and, being a very important role in streaming, which they are, but at the same time, they're also human.
Yep.
They want to be able to get know the community. They want to be able to get to know you. And if they're doing everything else on the back end, they're not going to have time to interact with the community or your chat. Besides, in Discord, where if you have a Discord present, they can go talk in there. But at the same time, using an AI type to a certain extent can also take some of that pressure off the mods and allow them to just be in the stream, connecting with your community, connecting with you, you know, connecting and getting to know people and bringing new people in. Hey, this is a cool streamer, and they'll give their reasons why, and they may bring people into your stream. But this allows them to have that freedom and not be so stressed and worried about everything that's going on within the stream.
Yep.
Yeah, because everybody gets sick. Everybody has a life. They all have jobs, kids, homes.
Yep.
It's just a great way to be able to, in all honesty, give back to not only yourself but your mods, your chat. I'm not saying you have to have it automated to go into people's chats.
Hmm.
Just like Jen said, it's great to be able to go in even while you're streaming and chit chat with somebody and say hello and let them know you're there. But that is a choice as a streamer you have to make, whether to integrate that into your stream or not. Because, like I said, what works for you may not work for somebody else. But
Yeah, me
it's
personally, I
also,
agree with Jim when he said I was listening, and it's different. Everybody's different. I feel like it's
mhm,
not as genuine interaction when you do that.
yep,
But if you're maintaining like a lot of people are 50 to 100 tabs, then that's different.
Yeah.
yeah. Like if you have more than enough tabs, I could see using the AI to do that because then it's not going to take time away from you, your community, your stream. Oh, give me a minute, guys.
You're good. While she does that, one thing I want to bring up is basically AI agents are cool. I mean, especially for marketing. I think that the biggest thing that you'd want to use it for would be if you're live on a stream right now. I want to be able to hit a button or just have it listen to me or whatever. I hit a quick key and it's like listening, and it'll go out there and post, and it'll post a link to my stream while I'm live to help bring in more viewers on just like some topic that we just talked about. If I just talked about something 30 seconds ago, I wanted to clip 40 seconds of that, automatically post it, put a link to my stream, say come now, let's go lock in with Q on the stream. That's what I would want. Sorry about that. That's what I would want it to do. I'd want it to help drive more viewers. And on top of that, there's a whole bunch of tools out there. I mean, like that like he was saying, I think it's called Eclipse. That is one of those bigger things that, I mean, it costs money, but it does a really good job. You can have a layout for, I mean, TikTok, for YouTube, really all the short vibe, right? You can create a bunch of shorts in a manner that kind of keeps you hands off, keeps you more free, where you can just hit a button and it's gone. It's full send. It's out of here. It's just relentlessly posting content. And it gives you shit. You could even have it. The AI agent, basically look up the latest or scrape the internet for the latest trending tags, and it'll add that to your post to where it'll, if it's trending, it'll help it gain more viewership because of trending hashtags or trending words. It'll try to like formulate it into something that ties into your stream. Like, there's so much you can do with it. You just got to be very strategic on how you do it. Yeah, I got you. So I can tell you that that's one of the benefits of deploying something like a AI agent platform on premises, which means in your home. Because me having an extensive background in IT, I know how to secure it. So I know that it can't. I know how to set it up to where it can't be hacked. I could even try to penetrate, like pen test it. If you guys know penetration testing is, I could try to penetrate it externally from my home and do all types of things before I even deploy it, before I even make use of it. Because I mean, a lot of people are treating this like a business. They don't want their business being hacked, right? So they're correct. Yep.
But I do have to agree with Straps. Most of the programs that we do use now, for example, Lumia and all these other apps, the first thing they do is ask you for permission to run all your data from your streaming website. So for me, I think it's nothing different. Every time you install a bot on Discord, the first thing they ask is, I need permission to manage most of your stuff. So we have already been giving these programs and AIs permissions that we are kind of doubting sometimes.
You are absolutely correct, man. You are not wrong about that. And that's something that's another topic, a whole topic that you can dive deep into because not a lot of people are careful enough. They're careless and they put passwords on a sticky note on their keyboard. They put it on their screen. They
They
might
make the
have it.
passwords the same.
They make the passwords the same. Like there's a whole bunch of things that you shouldn't do. They don't make recommendations for passwords for no reason. Like I think a lot of the software nowadays they do auto-generated passwords,
Yep,
and you can like
I've
put all your
noticed that.
passwords. Yeah, I mean, honestly, if you do that, you could put it in a password locker that is biometrically accessed. So
Yep,
like
that's
there's
how
a
I
whole
do
bunch
it.
of things you can do to keep yourself safe. Whether you do that or not, that's on the user, that's on the person themselves. So I couldn't agree more with Scar on that aspect. I mean, we are already given permission to pretty much everything. Shoot, all of the social media, the reason why they know that you were cooking steak last night is because you talked about it, and now they giving you steak recipes. You gave it permission to listen. I mean, there's ways to do without it, but and there's ways to not give it permission to listen. But every time you update your app, it resets it. So you got to be mindful. It goes back to being careful.
I mean, at the same time, too, like look at Lumia.
Mhm.
Lumia, you have to give permissions there too. But look at the last update that they did. There is now another box that you have to check off that allows Lumia to ban and unban people that it chooses. So, like Strap said, like you have to be really careful with what you give these programs access to because it could be a make or break for you. So always having awareness with any type of AI is going to be the key to succeeding.
Yep.
But you see, that's the thing with these programs. The more deep they dive into our, let's say, streaming platforms, for example, Lumia, you can set it up to where you can do certain things to ban people. That's why they need that permission now. So the more infiltrating these systems are, the more permission they demand. So that's another thing. You got to have stuff like on the on my kick when I sign in, it sends me a code, a 5-digit code, which switches every minute. So that's another way to protect your apps and certain programs.
Yeah. Yep. Two-factor authentication. Yeah.
Correct.
If you don't have two-factor authentication set up on all your stuff, you are tripping right now. You. Yep. It's inconvenient, but it's also inconvenient for the hacker too. So exactly. Exactly. Well, shoot, man. Basically, the only thing that I have left to discuss really is aside from AI agents, um, there are tools out there that are already sorry, I'm gonna turn you down, Harley. I apologize. There you go. Just kind of hard to hear. If you guys can mute yourself if you're not talking, that would be great. There we go. All right. There you go. I appreciate it. And then when you come back in, unmute yourself just to kind of keep it open and clean. But yeah, so basically beyond AI agents, there's just so much software that you can use that's free that you don't have to. I mean, it's limited, but it's still effective. And shout out to Jen who put me up on a whole bunch of different ones, and Extreme who put me up on a whole bunch of different ones. Um, And I mean, a lot of y'all, if you're on Kick, you know about BotRix, you know about Kickbot, you know about Lumia. Those are some three dope ones right there off rip. There's a whole bunch more out there. Just you got to kind of pick and choose, pick your poison, and make sure it doesn't do redundant stuff. But yeah, I mean, those are essentially workflow automations. Um, the only difference is that what I just showed you is that you can integrate AI into it, which is different, and you can give your AI memory, storage memory that could be everlasting. As long as you have memory, it'll build the database up with information that it'll refer back to. Um, and the sky's the limit with workflow automation. So the key takeaways from today was again, if we're going to use AI agents, use it in a manner that keeps you organic as a streamer, that doesn't take away your credibility, but enhances your viewership in a manner for marketing. Um, uh, if you have automated posts, automated content, things like that, that's the kind of thing you want to do to use AI agents for, and then keep the authenticity with you as the person, as the streamer, so that way you don't lose that credibility. And that's all I got. But I'm gonna turn it back to everybody else.
That stuff that what Dawn was saying makes perfect sense, right? Because you're taking certain stuff away from your mods and stuff like that. But the way you explained it also is insane because, like you said, if we're talking about, let's say the topic right now is cheeseburgers. The moment you say cheeseburgers, it automatically sends it to your Discord. The topic now is cheeseburgers. So anybody that's interested in that topic can, come into the
Interact with
stream
it.
versus your mod. I know mods are not that like precise with doing stuff like that or uploading it. That's a lot to do for a mod because they also have to make sure everybody's in line, you know, make
Well, and
sure
they
that the
also have
streamer,
their own personal lives on and off stream.
and if they're also a streamer, then they got to worry about their stream. Exactly.
So it's like being
Because
able to have
nine
something
times
like
out
this
of 10,
integrated, it's going to help
I
the
think
mods.
I think 9 times out of 10, most people that mod for us are streamers themselves. It's very rare to find somebody that doesn't stream and can mod for you.
Exactly. That's a good, valid point right there.
Yeah.
So it is a double-edged sword.
So let's just go around the room real quick to kind of see if we have any closing comments. And if you have some, feel free to share. If not, we could just keep it going around the room. So Fallen Soul, we'll start with you. Do you have any like closing comments about anything we talked about today?
I learned a lot. I can tell you that right now. Jesus Christ. The AI field and all that. The chat GPT you were talking about earlier, I just downloaded that 2 days ago. So that's my extent knowledge of AI besides the Lumia and that kind of stuff. I had Jeannie. She helped me on that. If it wasn't for her, yeah, I'd have never had Lumia. I'm not gonna lie. But I believe AI can be beneficial. Don't get me wrong, but I'm also the same way. I believe it's a catch-22. Like she said, it's a double-edged sword. But certain things, I believe it'll really be beneficial to. Certain things, I personally wouldn't want to use it for. But that's about the extent of my AI knowledge right there.
Hey,
But
that's
I mean,
fair.
that's the good thing about this too is you can work it around your needs and what you want because what works for you may not work for somebody else. So, being able to use it and utilize it for what you feel like is a humongous task that you're afraid is going to take away from your stream or your community or your home life, it's just there to help you get by without having to completely dive into it and give it everything that you have and have
Yep.
nothing left over for your stream or for your community or for your Discord because everybody's human. We're all going to have a breaking point. So being able to have the AI there to do certain things like Strap said with X, I can see where that would be extremely beneficial and helpful, especially, if you're even like Jim. That may be something he wants to do. It may not. But it all depends on what part of it is valuable for you to use within your own stream and your own community.
But I feel like not to cut you off straight.
No,
I
you're
feel
good.
like I feel like you put in the AI to put it in, right? Put the stuff in the chats, right? Is the same thing as you dropping an emote in the chat because they're gonna go to try to talk to you and they're not gonna get a response from you necessarily. You know what I'm saying? Like the chat might post like, "Hey, hope you're having a great stream," and then it might post something like right after that, like, "Hey, we're gonna be in here all night. We appreciate your support and everything like that." And it's like, I mean, I'm sure like majority of the people they have that. Um, there's people that I see that don't even, like there's a lot of them things that you can follow too. There's a guy that streams on Kick, and or I don't even know if it's a guy. I don't know who it is. I'm sorry. I forget what the exact name of the person is, but they go on there and they tell the percentages of the bots that are in these people's chats. So when you look on sometimes and you be like, damn, this motherfucker got like 600 in their chat. You're thinking to yourself,
Yes, he's on
how?
X. I know who you're talking about.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. Who's on X? You be like, yo,
He's a
how? How does this?
developer.
Yeah, how he got all these people in the chat? And then you say to yourself, and then you really see when they break it all down, it's like these are the percent of the real people that are in the chat, and these are the percent of the other people that are in the chat. And it's like, are you doing this to look like you like you one of them, or are you doing this to try to just get a check off a Kick? Because Kick can check into all of that.
Yeah.
You know
And
what
I
I'm
think
saying?
those people in the future, they're gonna have a real big problem. Whoever's doing it.
Well, I'm just saying, like, bro, I've been going on so like more recently than ever. So I took like a little. I was telling y'all, like, I took like a little break for a while. So when I came back, there's people on here with like 500 followers, and they're verified. Like, first of all, bro, you're supposed to have 1,500. So how the fuck? How is that even a thing? That was just like what crossed my mind first, right? So like, I'm like, there's some weird shit going on, right? It's just some like, and it ain't no favoritism shit. It's like just like I feel like people they find like these weird loopholes and they start to do the weird stuff. It's like, you know what was crazy was like I posted my all my stats like the other day, right? I'm like I got everything to go basically to get KCIP or verification and then KCIP. I have all my stats except the average viewers. I have everything else except that. And it's like I looked at it, I'm like, damn, bro, like why ain't I already there? And I'm like, you know what? I'm organic. All my shit
Well, you do.
organic.
Yep, I was just about to say that you're doing it the organic way.
You know what I mean? And
Exactly.
that's the only thing I could really lean on with myself. I'm like, I'm just gonna just keep being organic because you know what? That's what really got me here. That's what got me just keep going and keep pumping. It's like at the end of the day, bro, like how boring is work when you go to it and you already know what you gotta do. It's boring as hell, right? So my job, I go to work every day. I don't really know what I'm doing. They give me like a gist about what I'm doing, but every scenario is different. So like that's what keeps me on my toes. That's what keeps me going back. That's what keeps me motivated to want to do better. And it's just like I feel like when you're a streamer or whatever it is that people want to consider this and whatever subject, you have to drop content. If you really want to make the next level, consistent flow of content, being staying relevant, staying in the mix like that, like that is really
Hundred
what's
percent.
going to get you. That's what's going to get you where you want to get at, bro. Like, you know what I mean? It's like me, I'll drop 4 or 5 kills a game in Call of Duty, and I play it all the time. I'm trash. I don't care. Guess what though? I'm gonna be in there chopping it up with my gang when they pull up to me in the chat, because
Yeah. Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
really what this is all about. Like, bro, like I would be playing the game by myself had I not started streaming. Like, keep it a being, like I didn't even want to stream. My homie just kept telling me about it. He kept saying, "Yo, man, you might as well just. I got a camera for you. Da 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 da. Boom, boom, boom. That's what you could do. Like, I'll give you like a little walk down of it." Then I did a little bit of that, and then I met Extreme. And then Extreme really put me on game with it and was like, bro, this is how this is done. Boom, boom, boom. Gave me the steps, gave me the, you know what I mean? Gave me the manual to get me where I had to
The
get
book,
to.
as
And
he
then I
calls
took
it.
that, yeah, the book, and then I put my twist on it, and then I did my own thing with it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, like me and him, we compete with each other all the time. Like I gotta actually, bro, I gotta check his followers to see if he's up there with me. Because if not, I'm gonna call him and talk shit. But no, like we do that. I do that to motivate him.
That's
I'll be
funny.
like, damn, bro, what
See,
happened
but
to you?
that
Like,
I was just gonna say that. Sorry to cut you off. Some people
hmm?
would see that as you're trying to compete like on a jealous type of thing.
Nah.
But
I joke around.
where I'm from, like you compete with your brother, your cousins, because that's just how it is. Like, yo, I'm better than you. I'm gonna prove it to you every time.
Look,
But when it comes to the followers, it's like like you said, you're trying to motivate him and not be on like, oh, I got more.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
that's real. That's really what it is. Like when I was a kid, when we get together for the holidays, right? I used to go over to my cousin's house, my uncle's house, and my cousins would be there, other uncles would be there. We'd be in the room, right? Because my cousin was like a year or two older than me. So we would go in there, we'd be like sneaking cigarettes in and shit, you know what I mean, wilding out, and then we'd be playing Madden, and we would be on the type time where like, you know, like I'm talking shit the whole time, like, yo, like he would start betting his Christmas money on it, bro, and I'm taking all that shit. I'm like, yo, like you had $50 today, like I took that shit, you know what, like, and it's just funny to me. It's like I'm here to like we all gotta be here to motivate each other. And that's what it is. It's like, bro, I promise you, I don't gatekeep nothing. Like anything I find out, if I fucks with you, like I'll pull up on you and I'll be like, yo, look, this is what I hear you could do. But I don't claim to be like a guru of this shit, bro. I don't know nothing about anything. Like I had to Google all this shit. Like all the OBS shit, bro. I Googled it. The Lumia shit. You know what's funny that you brought that up? I don't know how to work it. I tried to work it out on my stream. I didn't know how to. And you know what? I'm cool with it. It is what it is. I mean, I assumed that I was gonna have to cave and ask somebody, but like it just was like it really wasn't that much of an importance to me because honestly it takes away like the more that this makes it to where I have to be lazy, the less I want to do it. Keep it a bean. Like I'm ADHD. So the minute that you make my job boring, I'm out. I'm lost interest. I'm done. You know what I'm saying? And that's really where I'm at with shit. It's like the minute that it gets even slightly boring, interest is gone. Like girlfriends, that's why I'm not married. That's why I don't got a girlfriend. Like same type shit. You know what I mean? Like you boring as shit. You burnt the chicken again. All right, bro. We gotta move on. Like that's where
Not
we
the
at with
Yo,
it. You
chicken.
know what I'm
and for me, Jim, like we when I'm locking into something, I get distracted, so I'm not even paying attention sometimes to the chat. And so Lumia, when somebody engages with me in my chat, my lights
Right.
start going nuts. So, and I'm like, oh shit, I gotta look over here to the left, and I'm like, oh shit, and I start talking. That way, I'm responding within like 5 seconds,
Mhm.
from that happening. So for me, I like that. I like that at least that little thing right there. But I
Yeah,
agree. I mean,
I tried to figure out the thing in Lumia where it says such and such, welcome in the chat. Now I try to do a Botrix and I can't figure it out with that because I'm mechanically uninclined when it comes down to the technology shit. And like I
Anytime you
said,
need
bro,
help, bro, you can hit me up on the side. I got
Yep.
you.
I was
I
just gonna say
appreciate
the
that,
same
man.
thing.
I
yeah,
appreciate that, gang. And
yeah,
that's
we
why
all
listen,
we all gonna
and
pay
that's
for
why
it.
I always like when I see y'all like I always try tapping in, and I'm gonna keep it a being with you too. Like I tap in with those who support me, but mainly I tap in with those who I fucks with. You know what I mean? Like I consistently see certain people in my stream. I'm always gonna be on there showing love. I'm always gonna be in there tapping in with y'all. Why? Because without y'all, like y'all, my community. You feel me? Like Jen, anytime I see you and Chris on, and if like I'm not like for instance, like this is real shit. I own a plumbing company. I clean drains for a living. I literally play with shit and piss all day. So it's hard for me sometimes to be like physically hands on my phone. Even if like, oh, it takes 2 seconds. Like, bro, I literally was
Yeah,
playing and
but you
shit.
have a
Like,
life. Like you have
but
a
I'm
job. You have an
but I'm
outside
saying
life.
though, when I make my time and I'm in motherfuckers chats, like that's all me though. I'm in there. It's me in there. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like I got my girl or I got like some Joan on my iPad or something. Like, yo, go in there and type yo in the chat. Like, no, like I'm physically in there, Joan. You know what I mean? Trying to brighten the mood up. Cause like, listen, it's all fucked up. Everybody got something going on in their life that's bothering them. Like, we're all in the game to get away from the bullshit too. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That's where I'm at with it. Shit, I had fucked up days all the time, and I'm not gonna sit here and cry about it. We all do. We're all grown ass adults too. Like, guess what? Cry about it, but you gotta work harder. You know what I mean? Work harder to make your life
Yep.
easier. And
Consistency is the key. And that's the other thing too with
well, cheers to that. Well, cheers to
the
that.
same thing with that too, Jim, is
I get
there's
a
a
drink with you, man,
specific
but not right now.
wording that you have to put in for the shout outs to be able to get them to come out right in Lumia. Colin and I spent almost a week in Discord together on Lumia, sharing and figuring it out. I gave
Fudge
it to
that
Straps.
week.
Yeah,
I
for
gave it to
sure.
Straps. You know, it's like we always pass around the information
Hmm.
if you have Lumia to help you when you
But now you
don't,
a fucking
like
pro
you
at
said.
it. Now you a fucking now you a
Yeah.
pro at it. You damn near like you might as well have invented Lumia. You know what I mean? Like this what you
But it's
do
like,
now. Like
being able to dive into it from the outside, it looks so complicated.
like
I've heard it from so many people. It looks so complicated from the outside. But if you have somebody that can give you just even a pebble,
yes, I get
just to
it.
get you started, even just connecting your OBS and your kick and your lights, that's a start. With the commands, the one thing that I love about Lumia is the fact that for your alerts for your entrances, you can have specific things pop out on the screen for those people. So, like if Extreme was to come into your stream and you saw a HUD FX that you really wanted for him, or you have a great song for him, there is a way for you to put audio and an overlay. So shit pops up when he comes in. Like I have certain ones for certain people in my stream because they've been there. They're always there. They're always in my stream. They're great friends. They're also part of TOG, most of them. So it's just it makes other people feel welcome in your stream when you have things like
Yeah,
that.
and it's personalized. It's not just like the
Exactly.
exclamation point and they
Yep.
name and then it gives like that. Like that's what I was
Yep.
doing for a little bit. And you know what? That was cool. But like I feel you. Like people go, they get in where they fit in.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like they gonna be like, yo, like I go in there because like I feel it, like I fucks with it, like I like going in there because like I feel at home. Like I never physically met
Hmm.
y'all a day in my life, nobody on this joint, but like after these convos for the first timers that been in this joint, you gonna feel like I known you for 20 years. Why? Because that's how it's supposed to feel. You gotta have that
Well,
universal. You gotta have that universal personality. Like, guess what? I'm introvert, bro. I'm in the crib all the time, right? I go from work when I'm not at work and I'm not with my kids and I'm not trying to improve my own health, like going to the gym
Facts.
or something. I'm here, bro, by myself, bro. I'm dolly.
Amen.
I got invited to a block party, bro. Guess what? I'm cool on that, bro. I got something going on at 5:30. I said I got something important I gotta go do. Boom. You know why? Because Auntie, I didn't feel like hearing Auntie Extreme fucking chew me out for the next 2 days. Talk about
Yo,
some,
Auntie
oh
Extreme
yeah,
is crazy.
bro, I
Sorry.
invited you to
Crap,
this.
I
Paul.
like that one.
Yeah,
I like that one.
and
Auntie
sorry.
here's
Extreme.
So
I like
sorry.
that.
I'm gonna make
that's
it the
another thing
illest
too is
Nah, bro.
entrance music for
oh
you when you
shit.
come in. Watch. It's gonna say I got rated by a bot.
yeah. But see,
That's
that's
funny.
another thing too is
Yes.
that's one of the cool things about doing these podcasts, because being able to bring in not only TOG members but like Don and his wife, like the more that we do these podcasts, the more we get to know the people in our circles,
We don't have them.
and that's to better the relationship that you have with them. So it's kind of a really cool thing, because not only do we talk about life and streaming and the difficulties that you have or whatever, it brings us closer as friends. And like you said, just because we have never met face to face doesn't mean that we can't get to know each other better, even through these podcasts or playing games offline or sitting in Discord and talking. Like you always want to be able to have that little bit more of information about a person, because then you're more interactive with them also in their stream, because you can
Scar, no
pick
one
up
wants to see your
conversations.
face.
Ah,
No one wants to see Scar's face. He needs to turn his camera off.
No, you know when I first seen listen, when I first seen Scar get on, it reminded me of one of them videos of that dude that's going to court for a suspended license, and they're like, "You're not driving that. You're not operating that vehicle, sir." That's what they be saying in the back. The judge be like, "You're not operating that," and he's like, "No, no, I'm pulling over." He said, "That's what that
That's
what are you
funny.
reminded me
doing,
of."
you
That shit
bum?
was
Why
funny.
aren't you at work?
I am. Shut your trap hole. I'm on break. So first of all, let me get what I need to get in before I have to go back to work. So I agree with everybody what they're saying. So this is what I try to bring in with Scar being a part of TO, Fallen, Jenny, Jim, Straps, aka Mixed by Kill, Harley, Donsky, and whoever else like
Ah,
Drew,
we're done calling
Sleeper.
him straps,
Now,
bro. That's just Q. We just calling him Q now, bro.
so this is what I try to tell everybody. You build a family, it's not just friends anymore. Like I've known Straps for 23 plus. Scar for almost a year. Jenny a year almost into two. Fallen 6. Jim about almost damn near 2 years. Harley and Don't Ski about good 6 months. It's all about building and growing. And a lot of people forget about that. And I do agree with Jim
But
when he was
sorry to
saying
cut you off. We want to
nobody
build, but genuinely,
exactly authentic.
Mhm.
Authentic. And
authentic, genuinely.
too is
That's the
sometimes a lot of
main
people
key word here. Genuinely.
yeah, and then everybody's used to just emo, not saying, "Hey Jim, how your day is?" or "Hey Scar, how you been? How's the kids?" or "Jenny, how's you and hubby?" or "Donsky, how you and wifey?" or "Straps, how you and the kids?" No one really
1000%.
do that. They just go, "Hey, just emo," and then you'd be like, "That's it? You ain't gonna ask me how my day was?"
That brings back to what Jim said, right? I'm the type of person that if you type while I'm streaming, I don't even stream like that, but when I do stream, I want to talk to you. I want to sit there and have a whole conversation, you
Go
know?
talk to dad.
Like it is cool. I understand if you're streaming, and you just coming by. But most of the time I'm sitting there like, yo, what's up with you? How's everything? And we gonna talk. You know what I'm saying?
Agreed.
Yeah. Yeah, agreed. Yeah.
Somebody's echoing. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing that can keep it that way is like automated clipping and then using AI to generate your prompt for your post. That's really it. Like that way you're at least delivering content in a automated fashion using some type of AI agent to come up with a little script for it. But it don't even gotta say much. It could just be like, uh, check out the latest, or I don't know. It could you could tell it to shuffle or be different every time it posts, but just keep it simple so there's not too much that's added to it. Like you got your kick link that you're live. To check out the latest clip, blah blah blah. Boom, done. Cool. I'm live now. Like come over here and get on my kick. Come holler at me, and then you can see us live for real. And then we'll interact, we'll engage, and we'll talk in person. Yeah, I think for the most part streamers are safe. Like as far as I think it's just more about workflow efficiency and giving you more time for you to giving you more time as a streamer to engage with your community versus you taking a second out or 2 minutes out of your time to do the side task. Like just be
And that's
efficient and
probably
if
what I would use it for too, Straps, is the
yeah,
fact,
yeah.
that you can be able to post your lives and you don't have to go in there and do them yourself. Like even those little things,
It
posting a
helps.
hello message to
Oh
TikTok,
yeah.
posting a hello on X, those could save you that much more time to be able to go live that much earlier
Yep.
or to be able to take care of something in your personal life. because a lot of times streaming and networking and social media take away from sometimes it takes away from being able to spend certain time with something or do something in your personal life. This, even if you were to integrate it in those tiny little parts of your streaming life, that could still save you a little bit of time to be able to do something else that would greatly benefit your stream.
Yep.
I think it is a good idea to some extent, because it's not like you have to have it running everything. You could pick and choose what you want, even if it is a simple, hey, let's just post a clip on TikTok once or twice a day. Even that, letting all of those certain places know, hey, I'm live, and instead of being able to have to go over there and physically post it yourself while you're live or as you're going live, I think that that would be a good benefit because, you know, since like Jim said, being able to be authentic with people, being able to go into their streams and talk to them, that gives you that extra time because it takes it off of your plate and having to do it. You can be spending that much more time while you're going live to go in and say hi to people. It doesn't have to be the whole package or nothing. You can pick and choose what you want it to do. And that's a really cool aspect of this AI program.
Yep. Well, I think that concludes this podcast for this week. I'm not sure who's going to run with it next, but we can figure that out either now or we can get together later, or we can
And
talk about it
I'll
while we
always
game later.
anytime y'all ever want me to be on this, John, bro, just know if you give me like a little bit of advance notice, I'll clear it out to make
I
it
will call
known.
the shit out of you.
Yeah, I mean,
You should
I'm
make.
We
always down.
I think they're
I like
uploading
stuff
on
like this.
Twitter announcements,
Yeah,
and I
and you
think
know what?
Straps. I think you should upload these to YouTube. That would bring in a different
Yeah, that would be neat.
different people, you know?
Yep.
Nice.
So Dunsky, I don't know if you got my message last time, but when you did it, I looked at your YouTube. When you were talking, your voice was not heard at all.
Okay. Just gotta make sure you got the tracks that you want recorded.
Jim, are you streaming tomorrow?
Am I streaming right now?
Are you streaming tomorrow?
I don't know. I tomorrow Sunday. I might stream later in the day,
Okay.
like after 9
So
o'clock.
maybe we can have a group meeting sometime tomorrow
Yeah, let me know. I mean,
and
I can always
see.
hop on. I can hop on Discord whenever. Like, I can really hop on Discord. You know what I mean? I got it on my phone too.
I
So
like how she's making plans
I'll
knowing I
be
got
on
to
the
work 12
move.
hours tomorrow.
I wasn't talking about you, boss man. I was talking about us.
Now
You're
I'm
excluded because you're
locked.
working.
I'm locked, baby. I'm always down. You know what I mean? I like stuff like this because we get to meet new people, we get to talk about relevant subjects, and honestly, like at first I was like, damn, we're gonna talk about the AI shit, and then like you really sit there and think about it, and you're like, yo, this is like this is really relevant, like a motherfucker, because everybody like AI's taking over people's jobs and shit. Like, how many more people be working at fucking Walmart, right? No,
Yo,
but they
I'm
For
ain't because
example,
now we got
for
the self
example,
scan shit, and they think I'm stealing.
A-
And even if people scan me up, they still gotta check my receipt. You know
hey
what
AI
I
is
Jim.
taking
mean?
over because before everybody that does these shout outs, they would have their mods or themselves, right? Now
Hmm.
you just took away that function from mods. Some mods probably appreciate it, some mods don't really bother them, you know. But in some instances, I think that overall it's a benefit. You just
It
got to know what you want to use it for.
it's overall beneficial. I think it's one of them things that like it's cool to have like a night bot when you're not on, and then like notifications are like that, and you're still in the chats when you're not on. Now, when you're on, I feel like if you have active and I'm gonna say everybody has mods, but do you have active mods? Meaning are there people that are getting on here that are in your chat, making sure, like shouting it out, like as everything's going on? It's like, you ever get on there and you notice that everybody's on at once? It's like, how am I gonna mod my own shit, mod their shit, and then stream and keep up on my chat at the same
Hey,
time? You
Jim,
know
you
what I
brought up a
mean?
good point. You brought up a really good point, bro. Because like, just like you
Yep.
said, a night bot. So like, you can actually tell people, hey, Jim's not streaming right now, but you can catch him on his next live. Like, basically engage with people. It might repeat itself, but you're letting people know up front, like, hey,
Yeah.
it's your secretary. You know what I'm saying?
Basically, it's like a voicemail note. It's like a mail note. But that also goes, I gotta credit though. I gotta credit Scar for that though, because he brought it up too. Like people like me, I have a few mods who don't stream, right? But they be in my shit. So it's like when you take that privilege away from them, they gonna look at you, and then guess what? You lost. Not only did you lose a follower, but you lost somebody that's a viewer now. You know what I'm saying? Maybe not
Right.
necessarily. I'm not gonna say necessarily a follower, but they're gonna be like, I'm not gonna fuck with him as much. He don't need me. He don't need me now. And you know what? It's like you said, main man that worked for that company, right? They shit canned him. Why? Because of the AI shit. It's the same thing. It's the same scenario, just a different stage. You feel me? And it's like, like when you do that, it brings like when you give people a mod job, not that they're always gonna be there, but like it gives them like an importance. Maybe they don't have shit going on. They ain't got and right, and like maybe they ain't got no fucking kids, and maybe they living in they people's basement, and they got a fucked up ass setup, and they're like, man, like this is the only thing that keeps me going certain days, and it's like you can't take that
Oh,
shit
you're
from people. It's
100%
like
right, man.
you have to read the
Right.
room and know your what do they call it? You got to know your crowd, and you got to read the room very well without shit being said. Like you ain't got to tell me that you're going through the motions. You know what I mean? I can be able to look at you. I walk in the barbershop
Mm.
yesterday. I knew the third barber, he was going through something, but it wasn't nothing in the barbershop. He was giving out sharp haircuts. I said, I told my barber, he the manager. I'm like, yo, he going through some shit. Is he cool? Like, and I know, dude, like I'm friends with him on Facebook and shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm in there every so often. So they know me and shit. You know what I mean? Same way I'm here, same way I go in the barbershop. I start talking shit about the Eagles. You know what I mean? Shit like that. Like, speaking of that, speaking of that, football season's back. Go Birds. But you know what I mean?
Oh
That's
no.
that's what I wanted to conclude. But you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
no, like I said, man, like I feel like, we could all be here to help each other, oop each other in different ways. Like maybe you're better at technology. Maybe I can pull in a crowd and I can tell you how to pull a crowd, and then you could tell me how to run the technological part of it. You know what I'm saying? Like the way that Scar got that fucking eagle. First of all, he got the eagle in there with the two machetes. Yeah, type shit. You feel me? Like that joint's
AI.
fire. That joint's fire though. You know what I'm saying? And it's like,
AI
you know
did
what I'm
this
saying?
logo.
I believe it. No, but like real shit though. Like that's the thing though. It's like we should all like we could all fucking help each other. It's not like I'm like, oh, I'm gonna ask him for advice and never talk to him again type shit, or her advice and never talk to her again. It's like, no, like I'm gonna tap in with you every week. Like I want to hear how, you know what I mean? I want to hear how your day was. I want to hear all that. You know why? Because at the end of the day, it's like, you know what I mean? Like that's what's gonna help the community grow bigger. People can go into anybody chat. You know why? Because everybody play a fucking video game on the platform for the most part, unless you're one of them nasty OnlyFans Johns that be on there trying to get stripped and while you're cooking dinner, while you're burning food and shit. You know what I mean? But like I be seeing them too. Listen, shout out to those, because that's what makes the world go round. But you know what I'm saying? But like somebody, you know what I mean? Like Extreme gotta pay the bill somehow. My bad. Nah, but no, but
Oh man.
look though, man. Like I said, man, we could all exchange this shit and make sure that like you know what I mean? Like it's like, yo, look, like how you're like, yo, like he was telling you about your audio, right? Right, Don? And it's like you ain't get offended about it. You like, oh, bro, I'm gonna figure it out. And it's like, no, now we can all help you figure it out, because guess what? That's what we all here to do. And it's like, listen, I got no pride issue. I don't fucking know shit about the computer shit, bro. You know what was crazy? I was on my Jenny shit. How she was talking about something. Yeah, I had to fuck with it for a week. I watched a video of this dude setting up OBS and he broke it down as if I rode the short bus to school. And you know what? I'm cool with that, bro. You know what I mean? I'm cool with that because guess what? Now I understand it and I could walk you through it if you have OBS. I don't know about Streamlabs or nothing like that, but like yeah, OBS, like I can now I'm like not like a pro, but like I know a lot about it to where like I had an audio issue when we first got on the podcast and I didn't realize it and I brought it up on my phone and I'm like, I got the volume on and I don't hear my voice and then I just switched the whole thing and it fixed itself. But like I said though, it's like it's to the point where it's like we're all here to help each other, bro. We shouldn't be gatekeeping info. Fuck that shit. Like it's like life short. You know what I'm saying? Like
When it
it's
comes to
like
the gatekeeping thing, I think, and you know what's crazy? I think it was Wallow and Gilly that I was watching the interview, and it's not that
Philly in the
people,
building.
yup, and it's not that people gatekeep. It's just that certain people don't feel appreciated when they have helped other people. So going forward, they're not as quick to help people. You know what I'm saying? Because they know that, damn, I helped this guy, I did this, this, and this, and look how it turned out, which happens a lot.
So, in reference to that, right, I'm gonna give flowers to where flowers has been met. I'm gonna give flowers to Jen. I'm gonna give flowers to Scar, and I'm gonna tell you why. Jen helped me for a whole year and some change. I helped Jim. Jim took it, and he's flourishing like a mofo. He's doing great, right? Scar helped me with my computers. Straps did the same thing, vice versa, business wise. Fallen, he's been helped by Jen and everybody else that could possibly can help Fallen. Fallen's doing great. Like I said, it's all about helping and how do you perceive it. You can either look at it as it's a good thing, thank you, I appreciate it, or are you going to be that negativity to where it be like, I don't need your help, I got this. Like Jen didn't have to listen to me and be like, yo, I got this. I don't need your help for streaming. No, he took, listened. I gave him the handbook that was given to me, and he's doing great on his own. It's all about how you perceive it at the end of the day.
Well, and that's exactly why I told you when I gave you the handbook. Here's the handbook. Make it your own. Make it around you. That's the only way you're going to grow.
Jim Nothem just followed. Welcome, Jim Nothem.
Oh,
Changes their day. 'Cause
Amen.
well, and well, you never know what somebody's going through ever.
That's what
You
Jim
know.
said. Yeah, and I agree with that, man. We all here to have fun and
Yep.
escape the real world. We don't come here to bring the real world in here. We're here playing a virtual game with friends that we meet, and we hope that the people that you're with, at the end of the day, when you log off, you're like, damn, tomorrow I want to play with them again.
Mhm.
It's
Exactly,
all about
bro.
family, y'all. And speaking of family, my wife just came in here. Look at this shit.
Oh
Look
my
at this,
god, bro.
Ooh.
Oh man.
man.
You
That,
can't be bringing that healthy
Okay, I
ass
want
shit in the
some.
First off,
podcast.
corn, sour cream,
we're here
Right,
talking
lettuce,
about gaming,
shredded
and you
right.
want to
cheese.
show off your plate.
God,
I
in
hope your
Right,
3D,
plate
bro.
falls.
Show
3D.
off
I
that
hope it
food.
Everything's
falls
right.
right on your
Show
keyboard.
Everything's
off that.
I
Yeah,
hope
evenly
just because you're
proportioned
hungry.
and
That's a
shit.
lot
Get
of.
the fuck out of here.
Lucky
Hey,
man.
The only reason you're over there complaining.
hold on. What was that? Was that
The
chicken
only
in there? Or
reason
did you
he's
have any
over there
shrimp in there?
complaining is because he knows he
It's
wants
chicken.
some.
It's basically lettuce with corn,
it's not
chicken,
called
No, 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 no. I
avocado,
complaining.
see
It's
that she
called
beans, and
put
tomatoes.
a quarter
It's
cup of
called
all the
jealousy
little
of the
side joints in there.
food.
Hmm.
No, no doubt, brother. No doubt.
That's what that is.
Hell yeah.
Jealousy of the
You can't have
food.
salads looking that pretty though, bro. That's kind of crazy, bro. Tell wifey to chill out.
Look at
That
it. He
shit good
almost.
as fuck. Mm.
Right, look like she grew the lettuce herself and shit. That shit was mad fresh. Every time I go to the store, I be getting that like I be looking at it. I'm not buying this joint. This shit's fucking got brown leaves in it and shit. I'm not doing that, bro. Get
Yeah.
bad before I get it. You know what I'm saying?
The trick is
And
to
somebody's
buy it.
like, they're like,
Buy it the day you're cooking it.
you gotta buy the lettuce hearts. It's like, bro, I'm not gonna be like an artist where I'm sculpting the lettuce myself. Like,
Mm-hmm. Nah, this
somebody
shit's
got a
great.
vicious ass dog. That dog was
Nah, that's
crazy.
my 10-year-old dog that's senile.
I know that's fine. I thought my bad. I thought that was extreme having a senior moment. My bad.
Well, we could just keep it like that.
So I just realized
He
why
does
my
have a
audio
senior
probably
moment.
didn't work.
Keep talking shit, Jim.
I think I know why my
Bring it
audio wasn't
on.
working
I'm at
on the
work.
last
Shut your
one.
trap.
Is
Go
because
Fortnite.
I forgot to put my audio. Oh man, I am so stupid. So I literally just started, with the first podcast doing the just chatting part in my OBS, and I just realized sitting here that I didn't have my audio input capture, my audio output capture active on here.
Damn.
Wow.
It happens.
Wow. I mean, yeah, I'm tired
Yeah,
as
but
still.
everybody's human.
Players
Everybody's
fuck up
human.
too.
People make mistakes, but
Yep.
you can learn from those mistakes.
Yep, I just added it in, so hopefully maybe the last part is people will be able to hear me. Oh man, I can't believe I did
Hey,
that.
Strauss, pass some of that up over here.
I cannot.
What's up?
Bring some of that up over here.
I
I ain't sharing this,
I'm
bro.
here watching you eat, and I'm getting
I
hungry
ain't
here.
sharing this, bro.
That
I ain't
dude
sharing this.
look good
Oh,
though.
that's
I'm not even gonna lie.
crazy. What kind of dressing did
So
you
we
get
can
on there?
also do
Because
like a game night, man.
She made like a custom one.
Definitely
Yes,
down
we
for
need
that.
a game night.
She made like a custom one.
nah,
She
she
put
ain't just bring you out a
That
side joint.
ranch.
She ain't give you the bottle. She whipped up her own
she
shit.
took some ranch and she took some ranch habanero sauce, just a little drip, some chives and
That's insane, bro.
freshly grated
Relax.
black pepper.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm. That
And that
is.
She
shit
got
crack.
right. Hold on. She got a sister with a hand like that.
Nah, bro. Not at all, bro.
I ain't gonna lie,
Wow.
but he put like some wild ass exotic salad and shit. Like I ain't never seen nothing like
Oh,
that.
snap.
they call them like Tex-Mex bowls.
Ah,
Yes. Like a
babe, you
Chipotle
crazy.
bowl.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
bro,
yeah.
I
That shit good, man.
Extreme.
It's healthy.
I be telling my wife, I'm like, yo, we be going to Chipotle spending $50. You could do it at home.
And make a
Drop
bunch
it
of them.
Thing.
You can make like 10 of them for the same amount of money you spend at the damn store.
They
That's
got this
true.
little Asian lady. She got a little smoothie stand, and I've been buying my own fruit. I've been chopping it up and putting it in my own mixer and making my own smoothies, saving myself the $10, $12 for the smoothie.
Oh, the kids
And
love
first
it.
of all, and gas.
And you know what you're putting in.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
I don't want no sugar in none of my shit, bro. Like I'm tired of the sugar because that's what's fucking me up. Like now, I look at calories and I gain the weight. I ain't even gotta eat it.
You know the rule in my house with my wife is if we can't understand the ingredients, we don't buy it.
No, you can't, bro. But
Oh,
then I'm saying though, like it's like the shit is super fucking toxic. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're sitting there like reading all of this shit. Like I ain't gonna lie, like if I was to read all the ingredients in this
Yeah,
beer,
give me a second.
I probably shouldn't be drinking it. But it's my little cheat day and shit. You know what I mean? But like
This is what I'm drinking.
my wife, she can make some shrimp
I love fruit punch.
some scampi and some what is that other thing that and a spaghetti pie that will absolutely it will literally make you eat so much you become fat. I'm trying to tell you.
I think the general
Look.
sentiment in this room is everybody's hungry because I don't eat that hungry.
Look, I'm telling you, like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm starving.
Like a health nut and shit, bro. Like, yo, like, he didn't even take a
Maybe
photo of that
we'll-
joint and throw it in the Discord. Like, that's crazy too. Like,
Maybe
That's
when we're
fucked up.
talking about the next podcast,
I need to.
we
Y'all
can
got the 3D like image right there. You know what I'm saying? Front and center on the stream. It's always gonna be there.
you
What's
gotta
up?
download it. You gotta download Eclipse so you can screenshot that joint. So
Yeah, you
can
right.
clip it.
Yeah, I'm
Maybe
gonna
when
try that.
we're talking about the next podcast, maybe we can also find a day to get everybody together for a game night.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, me,
That's an
I
idea.
work Monday through Friday,
'Cause
so
I know that Scar really wants to do a game night, and I know he's been talking about it for a little bit. So I think that'd be another topic to discuss amongst everybody and see what day works best.
Listen,
Okay.
listen, Scar. I remember running with you a few times. I'm pretty sure with whatchamacallit. With you run with Butter? You ever run with Butter? He's away from the joint right now, but
I making him expo, bro.
I looked at his shit, and he ain't streaming 2 weeks, bro. He gotta turn that. You gotta hit that live button. You gotta hit that live button, gang. You gotta hit that
There's
joint and
times
just
when he
go
also
crazy.
streams on Twitch as well, Jim.
Oh yeah.
All I know is Friday, I'm most definitely getting ready or not.
What that mean?
It's a
That's
game.
the game. I'm getting
Yeah.
that new game.
Oh,
yeah.
you getting the game? Oh, all right.
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
all right.
That's like one of the best right now.
I've been reading the reviews on that, and I'm like, dang, this actually does. It looks like a good game, but I'm getting ready to spend money on Dying Light: The Beast. It comes out next month. I haven't pre-ordered a game in I don't know how long, and I'm gonna pre-order the game. I cannot wait. Yes, I'm a huge on open world survival.
I have ran with you, Jim. Yes. We have run the game before, Jim.
No, I'm saying though, bro, you gotta start.
My
streaming
internet,
more,
I have an
dog.
internet issue. That's why.
All right.
And I was getting my bowl of
He's getting your.
mofongo, rice, beans.
Told you, bro.
and some steak.
Everybody in this joint whipped up, bro.
No, I went to go get it.
That's why you was driving. Cheater.
Ah.
I don't know if you guys ever had mofongo.
Oh
It's like
yeah.
a plantain.
bro.
Yeah, I know you guys.
Yeah,
I've
yes,
heard
you
that
know
shit.
I have.
Yeah, I had to get that, man. Like a craving.
Oh,
But yeah, we have ran before. I'm always down to run Call of Duty.
That's what I'm
Well, I
saying.
think
I
we're gonna
noticed that you
run-
always in the callie.
I think we're gonna run COD after the podcast too, right, Steph?
Yeah. I'm down.
So
I
whoever's
was gonna take a break to
I'm
eat,
down.
but now I got it right
I'm
here in front of me.
down. I ain't gonna lie, bro. You've been eating for about 10 minutes, bro. If you ain't finishing that bowl till the game start, I don't know what to tell you, dog.
Nah,
You know,
that's a lot
salad
here,
only
bro.
good. Salad
He's
only good
enjoying
for about
every
8
bite.
minutes.
That's what it is.
Yeah,
No,
no,
fucking
I'm mixing
salad
it.
only good. Salad only good for about 8 to 10 minutes, bro, and then that shit gets soggy.
Nah, bro, look at this shit. This shit still look freaking.
Wow, chill out, bro.
I'm mixing it, bro.
Even
There was too much. So I was mixing it slow.
Oh Lord have mercy.
I ain't gonna lie. I
We can
thought
transfer over
earlier
whenever.
I whipped up this burger. I was like, yeah, I got this little Wagyu beef burger, and I'm like, all right.
Oh man.
Threw a couple banana peppers on there, threw a little bit of hot sauce on there. He gonna pull out a fucking exotic salad and shit, bro.
Exotic salad.
Exotic salad.
Lazy.
No, but I'm definitely down to run some COD. I'm locked in. I gotta load up a little bit, but I'm cool.
I'm gonna be spending time with
I have
my
a question for
with
you,
my wife
Straps.
and kid.
What up?
This AI, what is it called again? I'm sorry.
NAN?
No, the program that you're talking about. Have you built it, or that's something that you're looking into build, or?
No, I didn't build it. No, for sure. Are you talking about the one that I was talking about earlier today?
Yes.
Nah. So, well, I have an on-premise server deployed in my house. it's powered down right now, but I was just showing y'all that this right here because I didn't want to add all that extra processing while I'm streaming because I have it on this computer.
Gotcha.
But it's super easy to install. There's a if you have y'all ever dabbled into GitHub before?
I messed around with the ticket up a
Yeah,
little
so-
bit, not
yes.
much though.
You said Pornhub?
Yeah, so GitHub
Yep.
has some like basically some scripts you can run. It makes the process super easy. That's how I installed it. I just really it's
That's
just
why I
about
get
getting
all my OBS plugins and stuff like that.
Right. Yeah, man. I mean, so really, I'm gonna be looking into like you were saying in my chat, how they just released the API for Kick. I didn't see anything inside NAN that has like a Kick in it, but there is whenever there's like not a company in there, there's a custom API that you can put in there. So if you're gonna have to use the custom one for now to have it interact with Kick, but it's gonna be something to experiment with.
Gotcha. No, I like AI, but like everybody said, you just got to find out what you want to use it for.
Mm-hmm.
It's not gonna work for everybody.
Yep. Yeah, and you definitely want to use like a laptop to run it, like something that's not your streaming setup.
Mm.
It just needs to be on the same network as your house. That's all.
Wow.
Because if you have it deployed on your laptop, you can access it on your PC through your web browser as long as it's powered on and started on your laptop on the same internet as your house. You should be able to access it locally on any browser in your house on your phone. Shit. But yeah, so let's transition, y'all.
Sounds good.
I'm trying to transition. This was a dope. I'm gonna go ahead and start. I'm gonna change my my title. We going into Warzone.
There you go.
Have you guys tried Battlefield 6? I'm not a fan.
Heard of it, bro. People been posting it. They've been playing that joint a lot.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
It's more like a ground war right now. Domination multiplayer. They haven't released the battle royale yet.
Fuck yourself.
Yeah, it is.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, that's what
Well,
I'm waiting
yeah,
for, the battle royale.
I
I want
won't
to see
be.
how good that is.
Me
I
too. I
won't
can't
be
play
on.
multiplayer for too long.
I
Yeah,
won't be.
multiplayer. I'll pull my head off.
I won't be in COD or anything. I'm gonna go spend time with my wife and our son. It's been a long day and I'm tired.
Yo,
I'm very tired,
listen,
and I know my
I
wife
sent
is too.
everybody on here request. You know what I mean? Listen, tap in on the Discord. Also, man, tap in the chats. I'll follow all socials too. Twitters,
Bet.
Instagrams, whatever. I'm all about support. I like the videos. I comment on the videos. I actually watch the videos because that's what you gotta do to help grow your. You know what I mean?
Yep.
When I look, listen, when one of us make it to the top, it'd be corny to be there alone. But when you look there and you see your people there, that make you feel better.
Oh yeah,
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
true.
And that's why we
Sure
gotta
did.
do shit.
Mhm.
That's why you gotta do shit like that. That's why I do shit like that. Like, so like even on the, I know everybody ready to get off. Even though like there's certain Jones like on TikTok, like you have to watch the video for like more than 5 or 10 seconds for it to get like that person to get like a credit for it. It's like I treat everything like that. Like your Instagram videos, your Facebook videos, your you know, all that shit, bro. I treat it all like that because I want to see y'all, you know what I mean? I want to see y'all do good and shit like that too. Like, and it's like if that could help so y'all can make that next step, let's do it. You know
Oh
what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Vice versa.
You know.
That's
No.
Yeah.
When you make it to the top, not
There you
if.
go.
When you
Okay.
make it to the top, because guess what?
Preach it.
Guess what? When y'all first hopped in the chat, that was ToG Straps, and now that's Mixed by Q. You
Yep,
feel what I'm
that's true.
saying? Like that's the difference. That's what I'm trying to let y'all know. It's like when you make it to the top, it's called manifesting. You gotta manifest that shit. That's what's important. I believe it. I believe it. Listen, we all locked in and shit. As always, anytime y'all, I don't care, it was whatever, man. Like it could be event, it could be question about anything. If I can help y'all with something, 100% I will, or I'll push y'all in the right direction for it. I'm super looking forward to the next podcast with everything. What I mean, it was definitely good meeting all the new people, falling. I mean, I ran with Scar a few times, but I never really got locked in with him, bro. I feel like we locked in now. You know what I mean? Dawn,
100%.
you know what I
Yep,
mean?
most
All y'all,
definitely.
bro, I appreciate everybody that was in here tonight. You know what I mean? Straps, Jenny. You already know. Jenny always pop up in the chats. You know what I mean? We go
I'm
way
always
back like
lurking
we
somewhere.
go way back like full flats in a Cadillac. You ain't gotta even explain yourself, man. And
The
Full
thing
most of
flats in
all
a
now,
though,
Cadillac.
you know what I mean?
Hey.
Most of all though, I appreciate Extreme, bro, because he's the one that put me on with this, and he was telling me like, yo, Saturday, if you ain't doing nothing at 5:30, you know what I mean, you should really tap in. They asked about if they who they should bring in, and like, I told him
W
immediately like you. So like, if it wasn't for Extreme, I wouldn't be here. If it wasn't for Extreme, I wouldn't really be streaming on Kick, keep it a bean, and I probably wouldn't have made it this far as to doing what I was doing. So shout out to him.
W auntie, W auntie.
Yeah, exactly. W auntie, bro.
WRC.
Y'all know the vibes, man. Y'all know the fucking vibes, man. And like I said,
I'm a
everybody that
strap.
I tapped in with this shit, like Fallen, I got you locked in. Dawn, I got you locked in.
Hell
Scar,
yeah.
I checked your shit. You're not
Same, bro.
on right
Same.
now. Q, you need to start transitioning that stuff ASAP. And like I said, man, yo, feel free to use my platform, regardless. It's my live chat. I don't care if you post a link for your stuff in there. I'm not that guy that's like, oh, don't self promote. Like, guess what, bro? Like, you can't self promote weird shit in my chat, but like, you can self promote other shit in my
Me
chat.
jode la vida.
My
Funny.
I
chat.
have a, I
Right?
have a thing, Straps. I think
Link for
if you
your
make
stuff in
a
there.
channel in in the TOG where we can all post, let's say if I find the video that was helpful for me, I can post it in there and everybody else can be like, oh, look, let me check this out. It might help somebody because that's what I do
Yeah.
in my Discord. I have a whole section it's basically called tutorials where everything that's to learn, whether it be streaming or anything, post it in there.
Send me the invite to your server, Scar, and
Gotcha.
I'll definitely
Gotcha.
check in and I'll tap in with all that. Cause I like to take. So when I created my Discord, I took a little bit of what I liked from everybody's shit, and I kind of
Yep. Yep.
put my own twist on it and threw it into mine. And I ain't gonna lie, bro. Discord's the way to grow your channel the most. So if you're just starting off, if you're trying to get your stuff up, it's building a community, and that's what's gonna help you. You know what I mean? That's
Yep.
what's really gonna get you to that next level of where you're gonna want to really be at. You know what I mean? And that's you know getting more viewers and having them 50 people in your and not only just that, it's like having 50 people in there, not just like emotes. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? And that's like I said, that's what we all here to do.
Oh, and
So
Jenny.
I wasn't a big fan of the emotes, and a couple people reached out to me. They're like, you might lose a couple people, which I did understand, but like I told
you're
them,
not gonna please everybody, bro. Just think about it like
I
that.
know,
You're
but
never gonna
what I
please
told them
everybody.
was like sometimes the problem with me in emote is some people would come in emote right, and there would be something wrong in my stream, and they would be emoting, and they didn't even take the time to notice that something was messed up in the stream.
And my
And I've
audio
seen it on
wasn't
other
working.
people's stream, where there's been somebody playing for 10 minutes and nobody has said anything. Yo, your mic's not working. Yo, this is wrong. And I think that's very helpful. If I go into Jenny's stream and something's not working, I think she would like me to tell her, like, yo, this take a look at this. It might
Yep.
be a little messed
Right.
up.
Oh yeah, definitely. And Jenny, if you would be okay with it, could you send me that handbook that everybody keeps talking about? I would definitely like to
No.
read it and study.
Matter of fact, friend request, kick extreme on here, and he's gonna give you the handbook. I'm not saying that Jenny can't. I'm gonna say, I mean, you do it. Listen, do whoever you feel comfortable with. I'm just saying, he gave me the handbook. I don't know who gave who the handbook first. I'm gonna tell you that Extreme gave me the
We're just gonna
breakdown
put
of it.
extreme into that spot right there.
I just figured to
Okay.
take a job off of Jenny, and we're gonna treat Extreme like AI.
Okay. So Extreme, I don't know if you can hear me or not, but if you don't mind
Damn,
sending me that handbook.
Oh, he can definitely hear you.
I will 100%. First of all, our friend requested you on here. I will
Yes.
send you his. You can always get in contact with him on this Discord, but I'm gonna hit him up and tell him that you want the handbook. Matter of fact, bro, whenever after you get rested, we gonna talk tomorrow. I'm gonna lock you in with the handbook. Matter
All
of
right,
fact,
bet.
bro, I got you, bro. I'm gonna
I
take a little
appreciate
bit of
that.
strain off it because I don't want Extreme with another gray hair talk about some shit. We took this. So I got y'all, bro. I'm locked in with you, bro. I
I
got you.
appreciate that.
Oh
Appreciate
You know
that.
what
yeah,
I
he's
mean?
in my chat.
Anytime, bro. Anytime. Don't feel
Appreciate
like
that.
you like. I don't care if it's 3 in the morning, 2 in the morning, whatever. I'm streaming right now, so it ain't gonna be right now, but
Oh
it's
yeah,
gonna
no,
be
no, I feel you.
it could be tomorrow at any time, bro. I'm gonna be available all the time tomorrow. Anytime after that, even.
I
But
appreciate that. I'll probably hit you up sometime tomorrow on Discord because I'll be spending tomorrow with my family and everything because we got some stuff we got to do. But I'll
do
definitely
your
hit you
thing.
up on Discord
Do your thing,
tomorrow and
brother.
everything, and we'll chat it up most definitely. But I'm gonna go
Got
ahead
you,
and
man.
end my stream and everything and get off here because we need to eat and got some other stuff to do.
Do your
Yeah,
thing,
we
bro.
got a 6-year-old, but I
Hey,
appreciate it. I definitely, this was a very interesting topic. I feel like, definitely there's good things with AI, but I feel like there can, depending on the industry, there's good things and bad things. I also do music as well, so I feel like AI would be more beneficial in a music scenario versus my channel scenario. But like I said, I'll post this on YouTube and everything. And hopefully towards the end, I bet my audio is gonna work. I don't know about the beginning of this, but and within the music thing, it's more or less of like being able to use like the FX stuff like that. The tuning more than anything with this stuff. But yeah, I will definitely hit you up, straps and everything tomorrow. I appreciate y'all letting me be on here, and I'm gonna holler at you later. Hell yeah.
See you later,
listen, man.
Don.
Stay
What's up,
cool.
bro?
Stay safe.
All right, y'all. The next time I will be live, next time I will be live is on the 12th. Hope to see y'all there. This is DawnSVK out. Hell yeah.